Hey, Dritus. Welcome to the Wednesday stream where there's been some volatility today. Bitcoin hit its lowest level, $60,000, and had a resounding recovery as Jerome Powell spoke, the Emperor of the Federal Reserve, of course. And now we're back above critical levels, 61,788. Anything above that's really, really good, right? Back to March. that peak. Anything above that, there's really nothing there till the next peak, which is $64,899. So I think that's probably, if this keeps up, one low, a second low, now a third low, you're making consecutive higher lows. What else is there to do when sellers were literally rejected right here? Tremendous amount of buying came in. And again, another higher low. So like the thing that the asset would probably do next is go and test $64,899 just to see if it's resistance or not, right? Just to go test it. It may not break it. There may be too much supply there, but if you do, price discovery re-engages. What's up, Gergo, man? Yeah, dude, I know you were disappointed. You asked me to go to the prom with you. It's all good, dude. Thank you. We'll look. TVK. We'll also look at Farm, because Farm was a request before the stream started by Michael, even though I did ping him already and show him that chart. And we do have new patrons. Just real quick, knock it out. You know, One Jesus Shine for All, Daniel M, Muna, Adam B, George B, Wendy P, Domo, and Master Chef. Thank you all for joining the Patreon the past 24-hour period. Thanks so much. Thank y'all. Seriously, I mean, when you join the Patreon, you're supporting what I do every day, and you want this to just to continue, right? You're like, all right, man, I like what you do. I want it to be funded. Here you go, right? Join the Patreon. So it's like, if we look at the daily on Bitcoin real quick. Remember, there was a bullish engulfing candle yesterday, as well as the rising three methods, bullish continuation, still extremely valid until you get a candle low close below the open of the fifth candle. So it's all good, right? The engulfing candle is still valid, and so is the 5 Japanese candlestick structure. All is good. And really, again, like where it is, you think it will probably go test eventually $64,899. It did go up and test that daily candle high close, the highest one ever at one time from April 13th. It did that yesterday. So we are on the cusp. The 4 hour is implying we are on the very, very cusp of something extraordinary, which would be, right, you're in a long-term uptrend, and then a bullish pattern presents itself, and then you just get a third higher low locally. And then the on-chain analytics. I was just talking to my friend Buddy about this stuff. It's just the on-chain is so ridiculous. It strengthens the crap out of the technicals by far. I mean, you're just, and there was a graphic I saw that it's like, compared to 2017, I mean, there is no one putting crypto or Bitcoin back on exchanges. Everyone's just buying Bitcoin in bulk amounts, institutions buying Bitcoin in bulk amounts and just taking it off Coinbase Pro or wherever they're buying from and putting it in cold storage. And it just never happened like this, being this close to all-time highs and this high of price. So it's just, you would think if the data's real, there will be a supply shock that I thought was probably happening when we broke out initially, but no, you had to come back and punish everyone. Everything had to reset. People over leverage had to get wiped out, liquidated, and now, again, the momentum is shifted locally. And you're getting ready to go test the highest levels of all time and probably beyond. So that's it. That's like whole monsoon stuff. Yeah. That's your Bitcoin. Looks fine. I mean, it looks even better now, like, because you just do this, right? That one wick low, sure. Now it's like that. It's like 1, 2, 3. All right. Ethereum hit all-time highs recently. As Jerome Powell was speaking, this thing hit its highest level ever. Its highest level was today. The high was $4,670.98. Never happened before. But now you're just pulling back some. Right, and you know, you could always come back test 43.84. You've never back tested it successfully as support. The old all-time high from May 12th. Could always happen. May not too. May never happen. And it's really tough at these levels to even be like, oh, it's very easy to strategize Ethereum. It's not. Bitcoin pretty easy to strategize now. I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. That's why I think Ethereum will probably continue to outperform percentage-wise Bitcoin. But if we're talking about the swing trader in us, right, the person who's using, like, you know, supports, resistances, right, you're very, like, you're in very good shape here. You're in very good spot where it's still kind of, if you're, you know, loading up in anticipation to think that price discovery might re-engage, you're in a good spot still for Bitcoin. Where Ethereum, again, it's like, it's up 11+% since it back tested its old daily candle high close as support, right? So up 11% in like 2 days. So it just is tougher for me to be like, hey, so that's why I like Bitcoin better. Not that I think that Bitcoin's going to outperform Ethereum or anything. It's just, again, the swing trader stuff, the strategic entry stuff. You know, anything above 61,788 is amazing, like unreal good. So let's see if this sustains. Okay, so Ethereum on the daily, because there's not much to look at. Let me look at the huge indecision candle. Got as low today as 44.58 before our resounding bounce, and you're sitting at where traders settled up at their highest point ever yesterday, about 22 hours ago. Oh, I love indecision candles after big breakouts like that, so we can just engulf it tomorrow. Yeah, close like this and I'll be fine. I'll be happy with that. Remember, like the fib extensions targets $5,000 because it's psychological, but like 5,100, 5,500 roughly, and then $6,000 is your 1.618, where you think eventually this would head to. Eventually, you don't know like when, how long it's going to take, but that's your target, one of your targets anyway.
Hey Mitch, BKKTE got some good news a few days back about crypto MasterCard deal. I sold warrants I bought at 90 cents near $19 but still have some. Would appreciate your opinion. I already banked 15,000% on calls.
Dang, that sounds awesome, C-Buck. Thanks for the 20, man. Congrats on your attendees, your gains. I mean, all I can do is just look at the chart for you and tell you about critical levels, or, right, I mean, that's all I can do. Like when you request an asset, it's either, oh my God, it's a great entry for a trade setup, or it's already played out and we can only look retrospectively at the asset before it mooned and see it, like do a biopsy on it for education, or none of that. We can only look at the critical levels where, you know, where it is and where it would head to and where there would be a probability of supply or demand, right? Where you look left at inflection points or demand lines, supply lines, down sloping, up sloping. So we'll do it. We'll do it. Thank you for the 20, man. Yep. Congrats. BKKT. Okay, so no, certainly not a spinning top here. Way too small. It's just an indecision candle. It was so strong that sellers couldn't even push it down to test that old high from May. But it did go test that high from, like, you know, the 29th of October successfully. And right there, bids came in. People are like, oh man, I'm just waiting for a pullback on Ethereum. It's like, dude, you pulled back. I mean, can you tell me, can someone in here tell me what any of this is right here? What is that? Is that not a pullback? No, dude, I'm still waiting for a pullback, dude. I'm still waiting for a pullback. It's like, okay. You're not going to get it. It's over. You missed your pullback. I mean, you had it too many times. Like, people asking about pullbacks. It's like, dude, you were not participating. There were just, I mean, like from May, like to July, you could have gotten Ethereum at $1,700, $1,800, $2,000, and you could have just been dollar cost averaging. Then you could have added around 3K, which was a major level, and it did hold. Now it's a trade setup, right, of Ethereum. So it's just like, because it made sense. And now it's run up and hit all the targets and all that. Now it's, right, the trade is over, but we know, like, remember, trades are just chapters in the bullish book, right? We know the chapter would end and the book could very well continue with another bullish chapter as it's doing right now, and it could very well just be beginning. Price discovery is literally real right now. Like, Ethereum's in it. It's just begun, the price discovery. So your pullback you got was for a couple days, 48 hours of back testing the old daily candle high close as support, and that was identified and talked about both days on this stream. I guess all I can do is tell you about these, what it's doing, what price action's doing to critical levels from history. And it was good. It was real good. And now look at you. I mean, you're, 1 hour, 41 minutes away from possibly the highest daily candle close ever. Again, just like yesterday. Pretty sure I'm shadow banned again today, right? Amazing. Gotta love life, man. It's kind of weird. Thanks for the almost 200 likes. And that's Ethereum. All right, so Ethereum, Bitcoin. Let's look at total real quick. Some of y'all are only here just for the sound clip.
I like turtle.
Well, Total is also doing magnificent things where, yesterday was the highest daily candle close ever, and intraday highest price, and again, today, highest intraday price action ever, and could possibly close at its highest level again. And you're thinking like $3 trillion is the target before anything really happens. I could certainly believe that with the way Bitcoin looks, right? If you're at 2.74, all right, $250 billion till the 1272 fib extension. Okay, $250 billion goes in Bitcoin. We start at price discovery. It easily gets up there, right? No problem. Oh, wow. Okay. So, thanks so much, Jeff S., Tony, and Ross M. Thank all three of y'all for joining the Patreon in the past couple minutes. Much love. Please be sure to send the Patreon on the Discord. You got to do that. That's where all the content and value is that you pretty much are paying for. So thank you for supporting this community, y'all three. And oh my God, you won't even believe it. I guess you would. You might believe it because it's been more of a thing than it hasn't. I think we are 11 patrons away from 1,000. 11, man. That could easily be achieved this month. So we're getting strong again, man. 'Tis the season, though. I mean, so many opportunities, not just in crypto, but also in equities. Equities have been amazing. But it's earnings season, too. So, good God. See Zillow devastated. Oh, yeah. I think the time change that happened. No, that's happening. I think it's already happened for like Australians and a couple other countries, but America, it's coming on Sunday.
Could we please take a look at standard protocol STND/USDT? Appears to be primed for a move up.
Is that true? Is it true? Or are you just saying that? Thanks, Nigel. We'll look. We'll be the judge, I guess. Your S-Coin will be on trial for its life. What's up, Johnny, man? Cake? Alright, we'll do some cake, man. Cake in the chat. Yeah, so that's it. Like, there's more upside on Total. It's in technically price discovery, even though it's just an aggregate of all cryptos combined on a chart. So I think there's just, fib extensions. It's respected the TA more than Ethereum even did, more than Bitcoin. Total itself, it's actually been perfect. I mean, it doesn't even get any more perfect than what it's done so far. So I would believe that the way the TA is being respected, it would be respected to go to the next fib extension. That's about $250 billion more dollars infused into this market, in the next probably like week or two. All right. Let's go to Cardano, sorry, it's not Cadena, which is actually a thing now. But Cardano, as we discussed every time we look at this, was at a major inflection point. We knew if it held long enough, it could very well run up. It did run up, right? It's up 5%, was up like 8-9% earlier, hit 214, 215. And thinking if it can sustain here, then it could go to 230. It's just in between two major levels. There wasn't much of an edge yesterday, but we just knew, go review our analysis of Cardano. These are areas where you could probably strategize some sort of stop loss and entry and then take profits. It was near those levels and it just bounced, but without an edge, really, there wasn't one. It could have just as easily, you flip the coin, it goes the other way, right? So it's just, you always want to have an edge even when you're at these levels, because, right, you want to see, because you know what they mean, right? You know these like edges are on the oscillators. It's just implying levels of exhaustion from sellers, and you want to see sellers exhausted at inflection points. I think that increases your probability of upside. So I don't think you really had it there, but it was still at a good level. And it's up, but it's still below that 200 moving average. Again, man, really, look at this. October 7th, October 16th, October 21st, 26th, and here we are in November, and you just are still below this 200 symbol moving average. Interesting. Correcting, not making higher highs yet, and certainly not making higher lows yet. Kind of like the Hexas situation, where it's like, hey, cool stuff, man, but they're just, if there are unlimited options for us to look at, like opportunities, just hitting the space bar and moving on to another asset, and it's making consecutive higher highs, higher lows. I would want to be in an asset that looks like it's doing this, or just keeps making higher highs, higher lows, keeps presenting bullish structures, right? For instance, you know, like, oh, here's an asset that's, you know, consistently making higher highs, higher lows, and then bullish patterns presenting itself. Oh, it just made another higher low. Okay. I mean, this is the stuff we're looking for. We're not looking for things that are making only, you know, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, the same low, but lower high, lower high, lower high, lower low. Come on, man. Look for the higher highs, higher lows. Look for momentum to be bullish. All right, let's go to Binance Coin, which is certainly one of those. Here it is, right? You're still, hey, another day, another multi-month high on Binance Coin. Highest level since May 16th today. Bull pull, bull flag combination playing out pretty well, man. So you're thinking eventually the third and fourth target of the trade setup posted back in late September will be achieved. $600, $637, way up here. It's on the way. So patience is required, but yeah, there's definitely some bearish divergence on the MACD 4 hour, but it hasn't really done anything. It's just negative momentum, no selling, and it's just continuing to rally. It's crazy. Okay, so these are just the big ones. And then you got some notable gain. Hey, what's the most notable gainer today? Well, it was Maka. Old Maka, right? Harmonic structure, inflection points. You bottomed out. You thought that might have been in. Went sideways for a while, then dumped below the inflection point for like less than a day, and then rallied back above it. And even if you zoom in with a microscope, you back, tested the spring. And you know, right, what happened after the spring back test was successful? Moon. And so close to those targets, right? The top of the harmonic, oh man, it was only, let's see, at its height, it was off by like 3%. So it's pulling back, and it's probably going to go back test this old July 6th level as support maybe. If it does hold, then you know these targets are getting hit. And that's where the next inflection points are anyway. So hold 3,100, everything's going to be good. It'll pivot and hit those targets, and then that'll be it. So, and I'm sure it could very well keep going beyond that eventually. Thing could go insane. It could go above 6K in time. But remember, we're talking about the chapter in the book, not the book itself that is bullish. Long-term uptrend. It's just a chapter, which is just a trade in the bullish trend, in the bullish book. Great chapter, though, going on, kind of, right? Yeah, I mean, hero people, yeah, like the stop loss, like below the inflection point happened. But, I mean, if you're able to identify and see what's happening, like okay, you ask about it, and someone asked about it after it rallied back, and we were looking at it on stream and said the argument was now stronger. Despite anything, right? The argument was stronger because there was bullish divergence that developed and that low, that second low. And this was before the pump, like 2 days ago, right? 2 days ago, this was literally someone asked about it, and we came back to it and we talked about this. So yeah, things happen, but you got to be paying attention, you know, like, oh, maybe it was just that happened. Maybe the argument actually became stronger there. It did. Okay, up 13.3%, really, you know, meh. I mean, it's one of the top gainers on my watch list for the S coins. Okay, so thanks for the 950 people here. Let's see here. The next request. Well, we gotta look at farm. I don't know. I was looking at a notable gainer, man. Another notable gainer, Sol. It's at all-time highs. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff, man. All ushered in with a bullish Gartley and price discovery, re-engaging, $240. You would think it's probably hitting a 1272 right now. High to low. Yep, you hit the 1272. Right, next target's 258. After that's 279, 280, 1618. That's probably where you're headed. This is such an outperformer. It's insane. I think there's serious money in this one. Continue to flow into Sol.
$24.24. Missed UVRO. MKR did one hell of a run up yesterday. Wives' news schedule conflicts with live streams. The Fed press conference was hella bullish for stocks, and crypto was good to see. It
was.
Phrase of the day: maximize employment. Needed to talk to you, a dime smile.
What's up, Nefarious, man? Oh, thanks, dude. I'll see you in the Patreon chat talking and stuff. So thanks for contributing to that. Always increasing the quality in there. Oh, it's understandable, man. Happy wife, happy life. So I would prefer you make her happy. Yeah. The press conference, you watched Bitcoin pump in real time. Yep. As he was speaking the whole way up, and again, Ethereum hit all-time highs, as Jerome was saying, money printer go burr. Yeah. So just looking at another one that's really good. AMP. AMP was at those levels of lower risk. Like maybe it went too low or something, but you know, like it was at the, let's see, where is it? Let me try to find the one where I have like data or something. Right, look at the M shape and then the double bottom. I don't know. Let me hold on. Where is my work on this one? Is it Gemini? Bruh. Yeah, look. Here it is. Right, the harmonic. Yeah, and like you thought it, hey, it sort of came right back to the same level and held, and now is mooning. And it's like, this is what do you not understand what happened? Like this analysis, anytime this asset loses 88 to 90% of its value, it gains 100% of its value in time after that. It's doing it. It's literally working on it right now. Highest levels AMP has seen since July 29th, pumping in real time. Yep, at a critical inflection point from May 7th. If you break this, I mean, you could see 9.2 cents again. This just 45% up on the day, 2.4 cents. Over and over and over again, right? You look, the asset rallies, then it loses 88% of its value from the previous low. Then it goes up 100%, and then it dumps and loses 88% of its value again. And then what does it do? It goes up 100% in value. Then creates the M shape, and you're thinking, hey, it could happen again. You know, you go to the daily. It looks like more of a confirmation low on the daily, and it's running up, and it'll probably appreciate 100% value again. It's like history repeats itself on this S coin over and over and over. Yeah, exactly.
Look here. Look, listen.
Yeah, trade setup stuff, because it was like it made sense. It just was right there, man. Really close. And there was no edge when it actually did rally, like in the end. Very good. What a gainer today. Pumped it. Band's another one that a really good spot. Anything above 964, you'll probably go to 1150. This one, man, we knew if it could just get back above 762, it would probably run to 964. We didn't know after that. It did hit it and then pulled back, made a higher low, and it's now breaking it. And 1150 is the next level of inflection. There's really nothing here till that. I think it's going to 1150. If it ever breaks 1150, that's when it starts getting nice. Band goes to 1476, 1583, way higher prices. So again, this is like a major reset. It's making higher lows, holding inflection points, and it's probably going to keep going, and probably going to see 15 bucks eventually. Okay, let's just look at this real quick. The S&P 500, that of course all-time highs. It mooned, right? Hold on, sorry, wrong. Exceeded the one, right? The 1414, and it's on the way to. You had the busted shark. If it's a busted shark, we just use the higher low, and we're thinking that 4707 is the next level where it would head to, right? The bearish crab pattern. Bearish crab, PCZ 1.618, 4,700. All right, so it's just continuing on this crazy path. It's overbought. It's insane, man. It's really wild. Markets go moon, bullish engulfing candle on the Dow Jones. The same thing, right? Where it's a like a bearish crab pattern, and you think like 36,924 is the PCZ pattern completion zone up here. So it's soon to hit at the 1272. And the NASDAQ, right, catching up with the S&P, hard, up 1% today, a little over that, 15,900, the 1414, the 1.618 is 16,152. It's going nuts, man. 5% drawdown and huge rally, unstoppable rally so far. How's that Russell 2000? The small caps doing? Remember, highest level ever yesterday, continuing its ascent. You have broken out of a range that has been in development for the entire year. Since February, you're out, and you're nearing that PCZ 2420 of this it'd be butterfly deep crab, whichever one. So 1618. I mean, that's crazy, dude. Small caps. We have a real true breakout occurring of a range. Wow. Bullish rectangle? I guess so, man. Very good. All right, let's guess we can get some requests. Let's look at gold real quick. I haven't been to gold in a minute because it's just like, oh, okay. There's a reason why I don't really even care about gold anymore, even monitoring it. It's just so bad. It's just consecutive lower highs. Yeah, it's making higher lows. So could price contraction maybe? What a massive underperformer. I would rather just put my money. I'd rather find a chart that's an illiquid S coin and take a shot on that than taking a shot on gold right now. It's like, where's the yield? There is no yield. It's stuck, man. And it's normally just doing bad, just lower highs. Stuck in the zone, just over it, man. Like, I don't care if it keeps rallying. There's so many things that will rally and they will like triple, quintuple up in value, and gold goes up like 3%. Congrats, like 5 times.
Thanks, Mitch. You're appreciated.
Forget gold, dude. What's up, Brockman, dude? Boom. Fantastic, Brockman. Sorry I didn't hear a lot of them. Just reading it. Excellent, man. Yeah, getting out of debt, paramount. It is like the most important thing, right? There's like, oh, a financial advisor is going to tell you, you know, what you should be doing with your money. And it's like, I'm not telling you to do this, but it's always like, yep, getting out of debt, high interest debt. Now, mortgage with low interest, 3%, 4%, that's manageable because you can outrun that. But we're talking about like credit card debt, 17, 20%. That's unreal. Nope. You're probably not going to outrun that. You might, but you might just break even. Okay, so getting out of credit card debt, then contributing to the Roth IRA. One wants to do that, max that out, $6K a year now. And then after that, there are employers, 401K. You can put a $18K in there, but it's probably better, you know, it might just be better just to do the match. Because the gains are going to be taxed anyway when you finally pull out in 59 and a half years old. And then after that, then you can start playing around with, brokerages and crypto or your individual stocks, whatever. So, yep. Anyway. Thanks, dude. You brought up debt, so just bringing that up for a sec. Let's look at farm real quick for Michael, where it's crazy. It looks so good. It's like, what? You gotta be kidding me, man. It was like good, and then like lost 100% of its value, right? Late October, and now, but it's doing something. It's springing. It's back testing the spring. It really, I know it's below that 200 moving average and all that. Dude, if you're above 154, this could be it. I mean, this could be. All right, it may not happen on this one. Chat.
What's up, Mitch? Can we look at SIDM on the daily? Looks like a large cup and handle that started last year. Also a triangle consolidation breakout now making higher highs. Also backtested the high from February this year. Taikangs.
Thank you, Charge. We'll look at CIDM. Yep, thanks, man. Okay, so it may not happen on this asset today or ever, but this asset is showing a signature that many assets on traditional markets have done for 100 plus years before they do this. Okay, so nothing's ever certain. Even if you get successful spring back tests and all that, it could still dump and fail because it's farm in crypto. But if you're talking about Wyckofian behavior, this is a spring back test of spring that is successful. And when assets do that, oftentimes they do this. They mark up like insanely, and it's really fast. So again, man, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I'm just showing you the signature of market participants before assets have crazy markups. So there it is. This is very real behavior, and there's accumulation going on. It's like one low, second low, another low, and they're all high. I think these two are higher than the first one. I mean, this is it, man. So farm moon soon. Yeah, very real possibility. Like, my God, probability is really high that moon soon because of the spring back test at these levels, at the bottom of our range, man. Oh my God, I can't, whatever. Right, it's the zone, and you're back testing the zone's top. So it's like a lower risk area for sure still on farm. Yeah, Yep. See what happens on farm, okay? And that's it, man. These are things you can identify on any chart, on any market, at any given time. And this right here implies upside. Okay, next request. That was from Michael, who tipped before the stream, so good guy, Michael. Next one was... I thought I'd been here before. I thought I had data. Have a KuCoin? Dang, dude. I know I've been here. This is so weird. Maybe my work didn't save? I'm looking like at all exchanges. And I guess I just don't have any. Oh, aha, I found it. To the US dollar. TVK, no change. Same thing. I'm sorry, dude. Like, someone requested this, and it's like, yep. Bullish Gartley, very real bullish Gartley, and this is implied. Yes, and I still think in time this is going to happen. Based on, dude, this is literally perfect. Like, you want an edge on a chart, look for an asset that's in a long-term uptrend. Long-term uptrend where you have a low from December of last year, huge insane markup with the rest of the market, then a complete reset, loses 88% of its value. 88%, not 100%. 88% just implies, hey, there was value. Market participants bought it up. 88% sale on TVK. I love it, dude. I'm going to buy it. But then time goes by and this textbook bullish Gartley, undeniable Gartley develops. And now it's like you had your reaction low looking like a confirmation low like Maker October 29th. And from there, it's run up to test the inflection point. If it breaks, once it breaks 31 cents, boom, 42 cents, boom, 67 cents. Huge upside. And I'm talking like this is a wave structure where this is like, let me show you just so you can see. X, A, B, C, and then D, like 886 stuff. We're talking crazy deep retraces, $1.13 way up here in time. If you're patient. If you're not patient, you're not going to make money on this. Like you'll just, okay, you move on to something, then it pumps, and then you try to chase it, and you come back, and you know, you're losing money on fees and you're just getting washed out. So this is one where if you're in it, we identified the lowest risk area around 17.5 cents. It's up, it's 24.7 cents now. It's up off the lowest risk area, the PCZ, pattern completion zone of the Gartley. And now it's testing and absorbing supply, it seems, at the next level that's in gray. So I think eventually 67 cents, yeah, in time. If you're patient. That's it, dude. Nothing's changed. Okay, next request. You get a little pattern here. Farm, TVK. They're pretty good, man. They're not bad. Not bad at all. Oh yeah, balked. Oh, well, I mean, again, dude, you think you should know. Like, I mean, it's awesome that you made money on this, but for a request for a live stream, just, yeah, what do you do here? I don't do anything. I just look at it and say, wow, great. Even on the 4 hour, there's certainly no structure. You even did back test, right? It back tested 2248 before rallying again to all-time highs. I got nothing for you. There's nothing to do here. Nothing. Nothing. Down 4.2% today. My opinion, I mean, like, what opinion could anyone have here? I mean, the markup happened, and there's no way to apply traditional technical analysis anymore to identify an edge. And if you look left, there's nothing here. So there's no way I can even talk about important levels. I mean, you just talk about $50. $50 psychological resistance, exactly where it topped out at. Yep.
Hey Mitch, can we have a look at Riot blockchain? Thanks.
Yeah, we'll look at Riot. Thanks, Mr. Singh, for the 20, dude. Sure. That's it. Between $22.48, $50, it is straight up, straight down. It could go anywhere. If you're in the dead middle of that, between those levels, it's just like flip a coin, man. On where it's going next. Got no idea. Yeah, and it's like there was no way. Yeah, it was just a news-driven catalyst that made it pump, you know. Okay, next request was Oh, the standard, man. It's a standard. The crypto standard. Well, there was a time where, I mean, I've never been here before. No one's ever asked for this asset until now. So I would prefer this asset gets back above 72, 75 cents. Right, that's like maybe a range. I mean, there's gonna be another support probably. But these are your levels here. And is there an edge here? Not really. Not really. And you're below the levels you need to be above right now. Right? Look, I mean, below 72 cents historically, what's happened? It's run down to 52 cents and lower, actually. So it's just like it just had a really nice run and then topped out here. If, though, here's the thing on STND, if you get back above 74.5, 75 cents, you're in really good territory for much higher prices. Yep. Like, I think if you get back above 74.5 cents, easy targets 114, just the previous highs. It's all about the ifs, though. You did break down. You did bearishly engulf today, but it's never about the breakdown itself. It is always about the follow-through price action you received after the breakdown, after the breaking of the critical inflection points. All right, so it could fart around here for a while, and you think, oh, it's all over for standard, and then it rallies back above the level, and then you're hoping for a back test of the spring. If it does that successfully, that's when tons of market participants see an opportunity, and then a huge rally ensues to the next major levels. So don't give up on it, but certainly until you get back above 72, 74.5 cents, I don't like it. You know, I don't, and it already had a really nice run. I mean, think about it from the bottom to the top, right? Like, it went up 250% in 26 days. That's just not right. Aren't there's so many better assets that have not done this yet that look like they could in time do this. Dash is a great example on the daily. My God, man. So you get it. It's all about the levels. There's no edge right now on the oscillators. All right. What's up, crypto dude, man?
Is that a joint?
Every day is Thanksgiving. Oh. Gobble, gobble.
Can you check Beribus ticker PBX?
What's up, Johnny? Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, next request. No, nothing. I mean, just get above 75 cents and then we'll talk. Cake. Okay, Cake. Cake's doing it, man. All right, remember, anything above 18 bucks is safe. Anything below it is screwed. Oh, man, you still have to ask questions. Look at this supply line that you are not above. But yes, you've sprung. You've successfully back tested the spring. Very well.
NASDAQ, please.
What's up, one up, one? Yep. Thanks, dude. We'll look at it. Put it on the list. Ader. All right, so you're nearing the top of the inflection zone. If you break the supply line, it's probably time to continue, and we're talking about the ABCD.
What's below a burger in the crypto lower RTM? What is the definition of a burger? Can't recall when I heard you explain it, but your description was hilarious. Thanks, man.
What's below a burger? Pokemon, thanks for the 690. I don't know, man. What's below a burger? I thought burgers were no coiners. You can't get worse than a burger, right? A burger's like, you know, in a cubicle and works for somebody else and is making them rich, and they work 9 to 5s, and they have to be vaccinated to get a job or to keep their job, and they're like, fine, maybe they don't want it, but they'll do it anyway because they got to make their money, right? So I don't know, dude. Burgers have what? 1/3 of burgers have less than $1,000 in savings or something. $100. I don't know. Anyway, dude. Moving on. Supply line. You break this. I mean, this could have a crazy day. This could have a headline day on Cake. It was breaking down. Remember we just talked about it's not about the breakdown itself. It is always about the immediate fall through price action the asset receives after the breakdown. The immediate fall through price action was what? On Cake. Fail. The bears failed to push the price really down. So it's rallied back up. You're back in business on Cake. That's it, dude. Back in business on Cake. This is it. This is like what eventually could happen on this asset. Yeah, I know. Okay, on the daily, I'm a little concerned here, but dang, that divergence is so good, right? It's just now like continued divergence, where you're like, a low, a lower low. Then all of a sudden another low that's like identical low to the next low, but with lower levels of negative momentum, and it's waning. It's like maturing triple divergence. But yeah, you got to get back above $19, it seems. Right? You got to do that, man. But yeah, I think if this can hold, it breaks the supply line. I mean, there is so much more upside. You break back above 20 bucks, you go to 26 bucks really fast, like in a day almost, probably. So you can't count it out yet. It's just, it hasn't broken down really. It is back testing the level of resistance as resistance right now. So, I mean, the coming days are probably extremely important for Cake. Yeah, you're like at the, you know, the battle scene, the critical moment in a movie is where Cake is on the chart. CV, what's up, dude? Yeah, we'll look at Litecoin. Grayscale Litecoin, something, yep. Okay. Cake's alright. It just got to get back above 20 bucks. You break the supply line, it could just be boom, it's gone. Let's see. Yeah, we looked at Maker. All right, next one. Next request was here. Syndicum. I've been here before. Great uptrend. Oh yeah, dude. Could be absorbing remaining supply. Now, of course, it's not like the best entry, right? The best entry was, I mean, look, November of last year or even March of this year. Those were strategic entries where you had back tests of levels, deep retraces. There were way better entries. Now you're just on the verge, on the cusp of a major, major breakout. Could be just like Wyckoff accumulation here. I mean, and you might be at the last points of supply here. 269, that breaks, man. I don't know. You do have like 320 right here from February, March 2016. But dude, you see, like, that's the stuff that happens when you break these levels. It could just go insane, right? And there's really like, yeah, dude, look at this right back here. If it can break this, I mean, the upside could be tremendous, man. I mean, I think if you break like 320, it could go to 1025. If this is truly the composite operator accumulating his position, and it looks like it, consecutive higher lows. Once 320, 269, 320 zone breaks, it's gone, dude. It's going to go insane.
My average is
This is smart money. I mean, this is like the composite operator. This is a composite operator's chart right now. CIDM. No one cares about it yet, really. It's quietly been making higher lows. It's at a critical inflection point, testing it. But no one's going to be talking about it until he absorbs the remaining supply and this thing starts rallying unreal, like crazy levels that it hasn't seen since like 2011. Look left, man. It's like straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. So it could go straight up again when all the supply is absorbed up down here, okay? Great looking chart. Great chart. Someone just paid me in Venmo. Okay. Someone just paid me 25 bucks in Venmo. Thanks, Matt W. Thank you. Holy crap. That's a first. That's never, no one's ever tipped me in Venmo before on stream. What is going on? Matt West. What's up, dude? Is it you? Is it Oak Mountain Matt West? My man. All right. Let's move on to the next request. Because I figured it's like, hey, he might be just part of my contacts. It is. All right, dude. Good to see you. Fantastic. All right. So Riot Blockchain, it was the double harmonic. I don't know why it's not here. My work didn't get saved. I guess it was one of those days. All right. So it's like the double. I think I posted this in Patreon. It's unreal, dude. It's like two harmonics, higher lows, accumulations going on. This is it, man. Riot's probably gonna go on an insane run and do a full reset. Okay, talking like, what do you mean full reset? I'm talking about the complex wave structure, like the X, the A, the B, the C, and then the D, or the deep retraces, the big wave, C to D, 786, 65 bucks, all the way up to 72 bucks. Those are your deep retraces. So I think that's like probably what this thing's doing. Like, one could just own Riot and just hold it, and eventually it's gonna do long-term uptrend, bottoming out, much higher than previous lows. It's all good, man. Like, this looks great. Like, almost trade setup. It really is trade setup worthy. Beautiful. You gotta love it, man. So nice. Up 2.7%. It's just gonna keep rolling with crypto. Go Eagles, man. Yes, dude. Let's go freaking Eagles, man. Okay. Yeah, dude. What can I say? Riot, first target, 40 bucks, right? It's going to go test the top, right? The peaks, man. June 24th, then August 10th. That's going to be a major resistance. You break that, that's when major markup, 65 bucks happens. Okay. You look left, too, and see, like, this was, I think, your old all-time high. No, okay, this one was crazy. It was like a different company back then. It wasn't blockchain. So, yeah, I think where it is, there's just nothing here until like 72 bucks. And I think that's probably where this thing's going to head to. I don't know, there's that $40. Once that break, dude, this is really good. And you know what it reminds me of, kind of? You're going to laugh, but we looked at this, I think yesterday or a few days ago. AMC. Bruh, AMC is incredible. Of 5% today. The bullish Gartley, the confirmation low at the critical inflection point from 2015. Oh, so effing good, dude. Like again, like this is probably, you know, in time gonna go to like 56, 63, 67 dollars. You know, we identified the falling wedge. It broke out, hit one target, but failed to get the second before pulling back. Now just more bullish arguments emerging, right? It's like this one, and then just meme stocks. It's crazy, dude, how good they look on a chart. AMC and then GME. Oh my God. Just unreal. Gartley, double bottomed, mooned.
Time every day to teach us. You've done so much for your community. It's absolutely insane, and you should be so proud of yourself. Thanks, Mitch.
Thanks, Brad Wu, man, for the kind words. Don't make me cry tears of joy, though. Oh, my kilobytes per second just freaked out. Uh-oh, we're getting unstable here. Am I getting DDoS, dude? All right, hold on. I don't know what's happening right now. Just started freaking out. You probably might be witnessing some technical difficulties. Dude, serious? Okay. Are y'all witnessing this? Lagging? Yeah, I figured there'd be lag. It should be lagging. Crap, dude. How bad is the lag, though? Because I don't know, like, should I proceed? Dude, like GME, unreal, dude. It's doing the full reset. It's doing the XABCD stuff where it'll eventually go to, like, fill a gap at 300 bucks. 340, 380. Yeah, man. GME and AMC. Unreal good. It's fine. It's stabilized. It doesn't say it's stabilized at all over here.
Yo, Mitch. QNT on the breakdown to $200. Long accumulation period.
Okay. We'll add to the list. Thank you, dude. All right, let's move on. These are not even requests. They were just, I had to look at them because of how Riot, same looking stuff to GME and AMC. All right. All right, next request. Yeah, if it gets too bad, Brad, let me know. And what is PBX, dude? Are you talking about PBX? Oh, Paribus? Oh, which is an S coin, of course, not PBX, the company. Well, dude, this one was unreal. This was like you had your opportunity, and it was perfect, dude. PBX, just like cake, just like bacon January, right? Where they're listed, they sell off, then they present the harmonic, and then they moon. And now it's like there's nothing to do here. Nothing to see. Sure, hidden bullish divergence in development on the 4 hour. Sure, dude. maybe a harmonic, but it's not deep enough. And I don't know if I wouldn't touch this until maybe 2.2 cents. I wouldn't even look at this again until I saw 2.2 cents, right? The old level, right, from inception, September 16th, and that's probably an 886, right? If you line up the previous low to high, would it be confluent? It would be confluent. Look, the 886 is right there. So, I mean, that's why I would not even come close to touching this until it got down there. And it's like, okay, you're not going to force me to long this right now, even if there is some hidden divergence. I would rather get in on something like Dash that's not mooned like this, that is like at critical levels, back testing it successfully for days with bullish engulfing candles, higher lows, quiet. This thing's gone insane. Since the strategic entry area, right, this thing's up 384% in 15 days, 2 weeks, man. Are you kidding me? Taking strategic longs on any asset, that's stupid, dude. That's just dumb. 400% up 2 weeks. Let's go long on it, or let's request it. Nah, man. I mean, I appreciate the contributions always, but not a very good request, right? Just compared to other assets that are out there that are looking really good, like Riot, you know, confirming a bottom at the PCZ of a harmonic, right? This one's played out, and it could keep going, right? Remember, we talk about there's trends and there are chapters, or there's the trend that is the book, and then within the book there are chapters and they're just trades. So it means like, hey, the chapter ends, the book continues, right? The trend continues upward, you keep going higher. Great. We gotta just move on. It's fine, but it's good above 2.2 cents. That's an inflection point. So hopefully it stays above that. Add your alert there. Super lag. Yeah, I don't know. Like, my internet's completely screwed now. I see it, dude. I know. God dang, dude. I don't know what to do. I could stop the stream and start again. You know? Might restart my internet. Jesus, dude.